geography teacher at Rochdale, and I'm just going to tell you a few things about the course, so you've got a good idea of what you can be expecting when you come in September, all being well. I am the only geography teacher, so you will have me as your teacher. And I know a lot of you will obviously have been taking GCSE geography, and so I'll have a decent idea of what goes on within the subject. There's obviously going to be a few differences between GCSE and A-level. And to those of you that haven't taken geography at GCSE, please don't worry about that at all. I have a few people each year that are in that situation, and as long as you're working hard and putting that effort in and being responsive to what we're doing in classes, then you're going to be absolutely fine. Okay. So I'm just going to take you through a few slides that will just give you an overview of the subject and provide you with a little bit of information as to what to expect. Some of it, certainly those of you that have been at the open day will or should be rather familiar with, but it's always good just to do a little recap. Okay, so I'm just going to share with you, where are we now? There we go. Okay, so first of all, okay, in terms of what is geography, this is the definition that I like to use: people and places, and those interactions that take place between them. And this idea of scales is really important within A-level geography. You've got a macro global scale, all the way down to local areas. And we also look at how these things might change over time as well, and some of the issues that involves. Broadly speaking, we do 4 physical geography topics and 4 human geography topics across the 2 years. You can see the physical geography topics there before. I'm sure most of you will have studied plate tectonics at some point, maybe not glaciation. I'm sure some of you will have done water cycle as well in there. The top 2, they're done in year 12, and the bottom 2 are done in year 13. As for the human geography topics, again, the top 2 we do in year 12. So globalization, which really is the core, if you like, of the curriculum. It comes up in numerous other topics as well. And we'll look at regeneration towards the end of year 12. And then in year 13, we'll go on to look at more kind of geopolitics in a sense, and looking at the role of superpower countries and that the changing pattern of those countries as well. And then finally looking at highly relevant topic, migration, identity and sovereignty. I just want to emphasize that idea of relevant. Yes, obviously there's a strong theoretical background, but we really do ground it in the real world, and a lot of the topics that we study are current and highly relevant to you all. Okay, so I think that's really one of the best things about the subject. And as I often say to people, anyone who's got an interest in what's going on in the world today, A-level geography really will help you with that. As far as assessment goes, we do coursework, which makes up 20%. We'll start that at the end of year 12, and that's similar to some of the field work that you'll have done in the past. However, you'll develop your own idea and you'll develop your own methodology and go and collect your own data. So it really is an independent piece of work, and then some written exams at the end, as there are in most subjects. What we're doing in class, yeah, of course, we've got to get into some of the depth at A-level. It is a step up from GCSE, and so we have that strong theoretical background. But as I was saying, it's heavily grounded in the real world, and so we're applying, real life examples to that through case studies. A key part of the course we've also got to study alongside that is these geographical skills that you'll either need in the actual written exams or you will use them in your coursework. These tend to be skills of analysis, so there can be some maths in there, basic maths, interquartile ranges, percentage changes, and then some statistical tests which are a bit more challenging. But we also look at other skills in terms of analysing patterns and so forth. And obviously, throughout the whole 2 years, we'll be developing those exam skills further for you. As far as trips, 4 days of field work is compulsory. with geography. We'll go to the Lake District towards the end of year 12, and we'll also do some study in the local area. We may even go into Manchester or somewhere else and just look at some of the processes that are going on there as well. And you have to do coursework as part of your coursework. You'll probably end up doing 2 days worth of field work to collect data for your coursework. So plenty of opportunities to be out of the classroom there. And so finally, just in terms of what you can be doing between now and September, I obviously sent out and made available some reading tasks for you, but please continue with that. I have some higher level reading articles for you as well, which can quite easily send out to you. Certainly those of you that are going to be targeting those top grades really should be requesting that information. So let me just sort the slide out. So that's pretty much everything from me. I don't want to bombard you with too much information. All I can say is that I wish you all have a quality summer, and I look forward to seeing you all in September. All right, see you now.